This is the story of two children named Hansel and Gretel. Once upon a time, there lived two children, a boy named Hansel and a girl named Gretel. One day, they decide to leave their house and go adventuring in the woods. Now if memory serves, one of them left breadcrumbs out so they could find their way home. If that is like foreshadowing for a future part of this story, then I would not know because it's probably never going to come back again until the very end. But in any case, they go out into the woods and begin to explore. As they go forward, they soon discover a house. But this wasn't just any house, baby. This house was made out of candy. With a gingerbread exterior laced with gumdrops and other sweets that make me sick. Hansel and Gretel got excited because they're dumb little kids who love candy, because candy's good for some reason. And they started going to town on the house. They're eating it all up, no regard to where the hell this house even came from. Suddenly, a woman came out of the house. She had a long nose with a wart at the end, and a hat, which I could only describe as a witch's hat, because I forgot what those are called. She was a witch. But we don't know that yet. She's a kind old lady, for now. So, a nice old woman came out.
Oh, children, it seems you are enjoying my candy house. Would you perhaps like to go into my house? I'm cooking up a batch of even more delectable treats.
And the kids were like,
hell yeah, I want some candy.
So, Hansel and Gretel, unreluctantly, walk into the house, ready for the witch for the kind old woman to feed them the most delicious candy they've ever had. I think the witch was like, or the lady was like, oh, I can't remember if she wanted them to clean the oven, or if she was just like, the candy's in the oven. Either way, they're both idiots, but, eventually, the witch, I don't remember how, but eventually, at one point, the witch tricks the kids, I'm pretty sure it was both of them, into, no, I'll tell you what, I'll tell the crossroads. There's two stories I remember, I can't remember which one's the right one, or the original one, but we'll go with both. The kids get into the oven, and the witch, they find out the witch is actually trying to eat them. So she was just letting them eat all the candy so they could get fattened up and she could eat it. Nom, 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 nom. Bam. Now she could eat the little kids. But I'm pretty sure Gretel was not in a cage. Or wait, was not in the oven. And she freed Hansel from the oven that usually is depicted as being like a giant space for some reason. Counterproductive. But she freed Hansel. Yeah, Gretel freed Hansel from the oven, and I'm pretty sure they tricked the witch and put her inside the oven, and she's like, damn it! You dirty little brats! And then she burned and died. But it's okay because she was bad. She deserved it this time, probably. Maybe. And the kids ran all the way home, following Hansel's or Gretel's breadcrumbs, because that's why he put them there, so he could find the way back. And they did find their way back. I think the moral of this story is gluttony bad, which, you know, a little better than Goldilocks' moral. It's a pretty solid moral, you know, don't eat people's houses. I would also argue the moral is don't try to eat children, because then you'll get locked in the oven and burnt. And I can only assume that witch was immortal, so it's gonna hurt. That is all for tonight. Good night, my dearies, and always remember, if at any point you feel like you're being watched, it's because you are. Wake up. Shit. I tried to hit the stop record button with my foot and I missed. Now I just kind of look foolish just standing here. I'm sorry. There's no one watching you. You're just paranoid. I'm sorry. Good night, kiddos.